Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before. Before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up? To either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Here we go. Hey, starting left here. Merlin.
Goff on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. Again, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to... Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Go! 12!
To throw on second down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. And even 50 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Go, 12, go! Go, 12, go! Go!
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go! Go!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Starting left here.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Carlson now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
We're good. We're good. Starting left here. Shell.
Here's Goff now on second down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 2nd down, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Third and long for Cousins. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dominique Easley. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hey, 5.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 11. Shell.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the sideline. Let's go. 12. Let's go. Motion. Tighten up. We're good. Orange.
On second down, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Zero. Starting left here. 12.
Throwing on third. Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to get it to Woods. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big way.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Throwing, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Cousins on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Yellow. Hey, flicker.
Cousins now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The kick by Carlson is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Go, 12, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Everett there, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Louis. Starting left here. 20.
Here's Gone. And finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tiger. Go, 12, go.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the crossing route, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. Starting left here.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
4 down. 14. Go. 14. Right there. 54, 54, right.
Now Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Go, 12, go.
Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, basics, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Open man here is Conklin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Matt Weil now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, here's Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Everson Griffin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Five. Go. Merlin.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play of this football game. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First down. Here's Cousins. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Cousins to throw. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
DC.
Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Goff now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, flipper.
Here's Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Whoa. Hey.
Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
All right. Come on now. 17.
Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Start left here. Super. 12.
One last throw here for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go